So this is the extended collector's edition of Avatar. This one I may do a video for, including a couple of other movies that I have, just because of what's in this movie. It's really amazing. There's a bunch of artwork and a bunch of information about Avatar and just how the movie was made, and it shows the discs. There's a couple of discs in there, a lot of cool stuff. So if you want to see that, please let me know down in the comments. I'll be showing you which movies I'll be including. This is one of the ones that I will include. So here's one of my favorite movies of this genre. This is Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. There is a movie coming out called just Helsing. I'm not too sure how that one relates to this movie, but I do enjoy this one. It kind of reminds me of Underworld and a little bit different. You know, they kind of went more this century kind of Dracula meets Van Helsing kind of thing. But I do like Dracula and the story, so. And if you've seen my previous video, you know that I'm actually reading it right now, so it's really good so far. Alright, so here's another movie that I normally wouldn't buy if I hadn't seen it in the theater. This one is Cowboys and Aliens. I saw the trailer and that's what made me want to see the movie. This one has Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. I don't typically pick up a Daniel Craig movie. It's just, for me, I don't like his acting, but that's just me. I'm more into the old school kind of stuff like Harrison Ford's work, and that's why I picked this movie up. But overall, together they make a great team in this movie, and I just like how it all plays out in the whole clash on Cowboys and Aliens and sci-fi kind of thing, which I would normally not watch in a movie like this. So here's another Nicolas Cage movie that I own. This is Ghost Rider. This is with Eva Mendes, and this is the widescreen edition. This is not the most popular movie in the world, but I prefer this version over the second one, and that's why I don't own the second one. So yeah, it is entertaining sometimes. I don't watch it all the time though. So if you've noticed so far, a lot of these movies were like themed on like sci-fi and crazy alien kind of stuff and more like fantasy and all that kind of stuff. So this one is one of the oldest movies that I own. This is Resident Evil with Mila Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez, one of my favorite actresses of all time. This is also a special edition, and if you have seen this one comes with the video for Slipknot's My Plague. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember the video being so crazy, and I have seen them before, so I was expecting that. It was a really cool movie and a really cool music video. So here's the trilogy to Resident Evil. This is a 3-disc set. This one comes with Resident Evil, Apocalypse, and Extinction. So I already had the first one, and Apocalypse, I want to say, has a really good soundtrack. I wish they would keep making soundtracks like that. Extinction kind of had like a remix kind of soundtrack to it. It still had a okay soundtrack, but the next one after that, it didn't even have a soundtrack. It just had one song from A Perfect Circle. I don't know where they were taking it, but I hope they make another soundtrack. I guess there's not too many metal songs they could use because a lot of these soundtracks are metal, and I enjoy every single one of them. And this is one of the movies that I'll be including in the deluxe version movies that I'll make into a video. So far we have Avatar and this one. If you're keeping track, you'll know which ones are going to be in the video. And if you want me to make it, please leave your comments below in the comment section below. So if you want me to make a video about all these deluxe sets and everything, please leave your comments below in the comment section. So this is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a 2-disc set. This one includes The Mask of Zorro, the first movie, and the second is The Legend of Zorro. I enjoy both movies, but I prefer the first one over the second one just because of the hype that it had, and just it's always the first movie that always intrigues you. But I also love The Legend of Zorro, so I guess they're different in their own way, but they're still both great movies. So these kind of started my cowboy kind of movies. This one I actually had before I got the double feature. This one's The Legend of Zorro, and this one's the widescreen special edition. Okay, so here's a movie that I didn't know was a real old movie before, and then they created this one all these years later. This is 3:10 to Yuma with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I remember the hype when it came out. It was really, really good. Everybody was talking about it, and I remember it being a really good movie. So I do have to watch it again because I barely remember it. Yeah, this is a great movie. It obviously has 4 stars right there. It's the best Western since the